How to turn $500 into 1 million in 1 year. Hi, I am Sophie Michel, and if it is your first time joining us, I am taking you on my journey to go from $500 to 1 million in 1 year. And if you have not watched week 1 yet, please click the link above me and go watch it. Okay, we are now in week 2 and things are starting to move up. I moved from practicing to trading small amount of money and I have not lost any money. And that's because I have not sold the positions that went down in value. Okay. If you don't know crypto speak, what that means is that the value of some of the crypto coins that I purchased went down. But since I have not sold them yet, there's still a chance that they will go up. In fact, at the time of this video, they have gone up yet. I just have not sold them yet. Remember, I said I was going to stay positive. I have also had some really great returns this week, which led me to have an increase of 30% of my original budget. And that's exactly what I wanted. So my current assets are $652. Let's keep it going. Okay. In this video, I will be breaking down beginner's luck and how to maintain beginner's luck, right? You ready? Let's go. Before I go any further, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified for the next video and hit the like button so that other people can find this video as well. I will be honest with you. I'm a sucker for information. I can spend hours and hours watching YouTube videos, reading articles, and so on. And the first few days gathering that information slowed me down. Of course, it took a lot of time, which is time away from practicing or trading, which is where the real learning takes place, right? When you are doing the things that you want to do, that's where you learn. But also gathering information froze me. What I mean is I started feeling fear creeping, and I would spend a good hour looking at my charts and not make any constructive decision because I was frozen. Am I making the right choice? So I took a break from learning and I relaxed a little bit. The rest of my life took over, and then when I got back to my computer, back to my trading, things were going really well. This is when I realized that I did not really respect my promise that I made the first week to continue my other activities. Oh, I continued the money-making activities, that's for sure, but the things that fuel my soul, the things that make me more me and a more balanced and kinder person, well, I just did not give enough time and attention to that. So the stress came in, and for me, that's not success. Okay, if the stress is there, I'm not successful. So this coming week, I will not only continue to grow the money, but I will also return to the activities that make my heart happy, like making more art. All right, let's move on to beginner's luck. I have always been intrigued by this phenomenon because I have seen many people who seem to succeed at something right off the bat, as if by luck. Well, you probably guessed it. I don't really think that there is such thing as luck, and I also don't believe that hard work is the only thing that's gonna work. I believe in being smart, cool, and collected. In my experience, when you relax, that's when things happen. When someone has beginner's success, they simply succeed at something without having any or much experience in it. So how does that work? The answer is very simple because they do not have the experience, so they have to rely on the information given to them in the present moment instead of basing any decision they make on the past. They can respond quickly and without second guessing themselves, which is critical when you're doing something like this. A beginner is also someone who has pretty low expectations. They don't expect great results right away because they do not know what kind of results they can get yet. And with low expectations, their chances of a happy surprise will be much greater. So how do you continue to have beginner's luck when you have some or a lot of experience? That is the question, right? Number one, you relax. Make the results not critical. Make it a game. Set it on an automatic system and go do something else. I realized that I was making the most money when I was not looking at, and the least amount of money when I was focused on doing well. So instead, I have looked for all kinds of systems that I can use to automate my trading, or at least alert me that it's going on, and that way I have so much more time. The second thing is to remember that with growth comes changes. Accept the fact that no matter how much you already know or how much you have already done in the past, you are in a way a beginner every single day. I watched a YouTube video of someone who has made over $1 million by investing in cryptocurrency, but he never tried day trading, right? He was kind of in it for the long haul. Well, he gave himself 24 hours to see how he was doing day trading. Well, guess what? He ended up actually losing about $30. Even though he had already made some money with cryptocurrencies, he was a total beginner at day trading, and it's a very different name of the game when you day trade versus holding it for a long time. So switch things around. Once you are comfortable with one thing, set your systems up and go try something else. Make sure you are always open for surprises instead of looking for the right way of doing things. That is never going to work. Don't listen to the experts when your gut feeling says something different. Learn to trust yourself. A beginner will often not have access to the experts and will have to trust themselves. For instance, this week, Ethereum, which is a darling cryptocurrency, was going up and up and up. And while I was already benefiting because I already owned some Ethereum, I wanted more. And my teacher said, do not buy now because the price was going up. So I would have been paying a lot of money. So I set an alert for when the price would dip a little bit, and then I bought it, right? And that was taking a chance. But then I sold it, and I was pretty happy with the profits. I think I made about 7%, which I was happy about. I just knew that it was going to work. Of course, I knew that I could risk the money because I bought high, so I could have lost it, but it was worth the risk for me. And this is a muscle that I'm learning to build. Taking risks. I mean, as an entrepreneur, I already know the risk of not having a job with benefits. But since I have been doing this for 8 years, being an entrepreneur, I already know what it feels like and that it's worth it. I have never tried taking risks with money before, where just placing or investing until now. So this is a new muscle for me, a new kind of faith that I have to rely on. And yes, I am talking about faith. In trading, whether it's stocks or crypto, many people do something called technical analysis, or TA, to figure out if prices are going to go up or down. And I started doing that myself, right? It's fun, it's numbers, it's charts. But then I saw that it made me the source of my success. And well, if I'm having a bad day, you can see how difficult that kind of success is, right? If I'm not feeling good, then I'm going to fail. But if I rely on my faith, I know that God, and for you it may be the universe, is so much wiser than me. And if I just listen to God instead of my charts, maybe, just maybe, my success will be greater. While I have been praying and journaling every day, I was doing that at the beginning of the day, right? So this week, I'm going to see what results I get if I pray or journal right before each single trade, because I don't want to do it just at the beginning of the day. The other thing I'm going to practice this week is increasing the amount of money that I'm trading with every time. And it's scary because, I don't want to lose it. The more I put into a trade, the greater return I may get. And so the closer I am to that $1 million, right? In the comments, I want you to share with me how your journey to becoming a millionaire is going, because I know that some of you have already joined me. So I cannot wait to see how you're doing. See you next week.